Hello Sagittariuses, welcome to Timsy's Naked Tarot. Don't worry, Timsy is not naked, the tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can. I do that using this plain deck to bring in the star sign of, or the type of star sign of the person we are doing the read about. It would not surprise me if it's another fire sign or possibly a Leo, because when I was doing my pre-shuffles, the sun flew out of one of the decks. And it's not, it's an air sign, which I thought, well, I'll take that as a sign. Okay, it is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Not every read can resonate with you. Maybe next week's one will. I don't follow any sort of cycle. Talking about next week's one, if you want to have a little bit of input into my channel, there is a poll going on at the moment on my community page. Go and have a look. Basically, I'm letting you lot choose what I do a read on for the next round of reads I do. The full moon overview I do will be on a certain topic. Okay, so all that being said, let's crack on with the read. We are dealing with the King of Cups, which came out of the last All Signs overview I'd done. Oh, I better also apologise if the sound quality is different to what you are used to. My earpods have broken, they've stopped charging, so I have to buy some new ones, and in the meantime I'm just making do with the microphone on the camera. So yeah, King of Cups, we are doing a career read. This is all about your career over the next coming month or so. With the King of Cups, we have got the Six of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So basically, in a career read, the King of Cups would be, well, indecision or diplomacy. Perhaps you're using diplomacy in a specific topic of your work, a specific area. Perhaps you are a diplomat. It takes all sorts. But whatever your diplomacy or choice you are trying to make is, it is going to take you to a calmer place. It's going to bring things to a more level, less hectic energy, and it's gonna start something new for you within the career. Okay, but it'll be a small start and it'll build up into something much bigger. Just there is, we're going to have some deeper clarification on the King of Cups. Just here is going to be how the older air sign feels about it. That is quite a bit older than you. That's probably up to about 10 years older than you. Just there is going to be how the outcome should affect you. Hopefully, I say should because everyone has their free will. You can decide to go against your feelings and do something different. They can decide to go against their feelings and do something different. And then the universe is back to square one, trying to get you back to where you should have been in the first place. Just here is going to be an overall energy card. That will come off the bottom of the deck. That will tell us all about this read. Everything about this read is Ace of Pentacles energy. Okay, new beginnings, new starts, probably in finance. It's a pentacle, but it is a slow burn energy. It's something that gradually builds up over time. So the King of Cups is being backed up by a King of Wands. So there is quite a lot of taking charge. Someone's taking charge within the situation. They are asserting their dominance, both with a diplomatic front and a passionate argument, I'm going to say, with that King of Wands coming out. The Six, I knew it was going. Hang on a second while I just put my my other light on. I took the opportunity to have a slurp of my drink as well. There you go. That looks a bit bad, doesn't it? Unfortunately, we're just going to have a shadow down in front of me now. So, well, maybe that is actually a sign. I thought I did have enough charge left in that light to last me this read, and it hasn't even got me 5 minutes in. Perhaps there is something overshadowing all this. The Six of Wands, anyway, is a victory. The air sign is kind of looking to get a victory out of all this. The outcome for you in your career is the Ten of Swords. It could end badly for you. Okay, you could feel betrayed. Perhaps this is a partner in a negotiation you are with, and perhaps they turn around and stab you in the back and just sort themselves out instead of sorting you out. Perhaps you went in with this person saying, well, if we have a united front, they can't really say anything about it, they have to cave, and then they've decided they're going to back out of the united front and go it alone. Okay, so that's the first card, which is in reverse. Oh, thrown it on the floor, but still ended up in reverse, which is the Sun. Well, I said the Sun came out when I was shuffling this back, which indicated the time to stop the shuffle, but it's in reverse. Okay, whatever is being negotiated, this decision, this not making up your mind, this passion, it's about a bad situation. It's not very secure. It is almost like you are going in on a wing and a prayer, and it's like you've made the ultimatum, you've gone up to your bosses and you've said, well, it's like this, you have to change this, that and the other, or I leave. Or in this particular case, the way I feel, it's or we leave, but then this air sign is going to hang you out to dry and just let you leave. It is self-sabotaging. What can I say? It's self-sabotaging. You could just end up shooting yourself in the foot. Judgment and the Page of Swords are coming out for the other two. Judgment is an energy from your past coming back. Perhaps this is not the first time you've tried to unite a workforce and stand up against the tyranny of the boss or owners. I paint such a lovely picture sometimes, don't I? But it is judgment. You're at the stage of the final part of all this. Yeah, perhaps you've gathered a few people round who look like they're going to be Judases and stab you in the back. You've got them together. You've proceeded to the point where you've confronted the powers to be, and you are presenting it to you. There is a huge disappointment from all parties about this. You're disappointed that it actually got this far and they didn't see it all build in and put something in place to stop it from happening. Perhaps you have had little chats in the past with them saying that it's building and they've still done nothing. It's disappointment for you because you feel the outcome of this is not going to bear well for you. Okay, crossing it is the Eight of Pentacles. We already know we're doing a work career, but the universe decided it wants to back this up with, it's all about work. Okay, just to back up the fact that I haven't slipped into any other topic, it is all about your work, all this. You're not happy at work. I'm actually going to say with the Five of Swords, you're happy to sacrifice it. Okay, the judgment is, well, it's either going to work or it's not. I'm going to finally get my final judgment on it, and then I'll be able to move on somewhere else or further in the career. And the disappointment of it all. It's also a case of hard work. This hasn't been an easy road you've been traveling to the point of where you are now, and it's suggesting that it's not going to get much easier afterwards. Okay, victory. Well, yes, victory. This older air sign could actually be the boss or the owner of the business or the person in charge of you or anything like that, and they see that they're going to get victory. It might not be for all of you. Someone's going to stab you in the back, but I do feel that energy is the bulk of it. Okay, the Three of Cups, communication, the Six of Pentacles, balance, the Nine of Cups, emotional fulfillment, and the Two of Swords, having to make a difficult decision. Either way round, if it is your boss, if it is a co-worker you are working with, they're seeing a victory out of this. Either way, they're either going to turn around and let you take the fall for it all, or you win and they benefit from it that way. Okay, there is communication going on. I said it's group communication. It's actually third-party communication. This air sign is in between both camps. Okay, it's most likely another employee who's saying they are on your side, a co-worker, but also feeding the employers all the information they need as well. It's balanced. They're neutral. They don't really care about the outcome. As I said, they've covered their ass, so they're getting a victory both ways. If it all goes south, you're taking the fall for it. They're okay because, well, I helped the establishment by letting them have information about what you were doing. But if you win, then they get what you want, okay, which is probably something better than what you've got now. New pay rise, better working conditions, whatever it may be. The Nine of Cups is emotional fulfillment. They are quite smug and everything. They are feeling quite happy with themselves, with the position they've put themselves in. The Two of Swords is this final decision. This is the key moment, what makes or breaks it for either party. They are a linchpin in all this. The universe is kind of saying they are currently looking at dropping you in it. Okay, they see more benefit out of letting you take the can and then them, I don't know, maybe getting promoted. Definitely got the trust of the establishment on their side, which means they might be able to get away with a little bit more. They may get a pay rise for it. They may be getting bribed to a certain extent to be an informant. Okay, but that does lead us down to your outcome for this, Sagittarius, the Ten of Swords. This painful ending, this betrayal, this Judas moment of getting stabbed in the back. Okay. Okay, it's fast. Okay. For this Ace of Pentacles, which is overflowing all this, and the new start, which is going to come out of it, it is fast. Yeah. I feel that it's coming to an end quick. You know it's been coming to an end. You've been feeling this. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow build-up. It's like that Ace. The Knight of Pentacles takes its time. It plans its way through a situation, causing it to be the slowest knight in the deck. But because of its extra vigilance and extra preparation, it is also the most successful knight in the deck. You may give a message to the Knight of Swords and it might go charging off to do this message and then get sidetracked on something. The Knight of Wands is definitely going to get sidetracked onto some pretty ladies standing outside some building somewhere, and that's it. He's wheeling his horse in and he's tying it up for the night. Yeah, okay. Or pretty man. Yeah, or pretty man. Let's not be sexist about this. But the page, the Knight of Pentacles, yeah, it is it. That I have my mission. I'm going to do my mission. I'm going to plan my mission. So it might leave a day or two after the Page of Swords or the Page of Wands. But it gets to the end before all of them. Okay? It definitely always gets to the end. So you know the end is coming. You know there is going to be the end to this. The Chariot says victory. It also says bold forward movement. It also says moving on from where you are now. It says all that sort of stuff. Travel and the things. Now, he is looking at the Page of the Page of Knights, the Knight of Pentacles. It's kind of saying, either way round, this ending, yeah, if you win or lose, you are still going to win. Okay, maybe not, you might not directly win the argument you were fighting, but in the long run, you won the war. The establishment might start putting in your suggestions once they've got rid of you, just so they can sort of say it was their idea and not yours. Okay, with the Hierophant, it is all about the establishment. Your win against the odds is over the establishment. It is like a power figure, a head, a bishop, okay, something like that. There could be some sort of spiritual understanding about it all. It could be seen as a guru. With the Knight of Swords, all this is going to happen, as I said, really quick. It suddenly speeds right up. Once you put your plan into action, he's charging forward. He's actually outpacing all the other knights. It's going to come in fast. You are going to get information. It's going to happen quick. It's going to be blunt and to the point. And it's going to be, how can it be blunt and to the point? It's not going to be sugar-coated. It's going to just be bang. There's the result. See you later. Okay. But in turn, ultimately, this takes all the stress and turmoil and trouble away from your life. It's concluded. Okay, I don't have to worry about doing this anymore. I don't have to worry about the research I have to put into it. I don't have to worry about the legalities of it all. I can now just get on with my life and move on. So your outcome is it's not looking good. It looks like you're going to be betrayed by someone you are working with, possibly an older older air sign, and the outcome is you're going to be moving on. So this is within the next month or so. So I'm going to actually ask the universe, what's a bit further down the line for my Sagittarians? Okay, Temperance, just wait. Be patient. There's Judgment, actually. Judgment. So it looks, and Temperance is a similar looking card, okay, in that deck. So it says, Judgment. Your judgment will be having to make a choice. A brand spanking new beginning. Temperance. See, I talked it up. And the Two of Cups. Okay. Now, the Two of Pentacles is a juggling. This is a crossover energy. Okay, I'm feeling here. It's like the I call it a minor arcana of the Wheel of Fortune, but it's not. Okay, it's more of the focal point of a Wheel of Fortune. When the Wheel of Fortune is turning, it don't just literally go from one energy into another. Day doesn't just suddenly turn into night, and night don't suddenly turn into day. Okay, there are multiple layers. Yeah, you have like the pre-dawn and the dawn, and then the sun actually is getting up in the air, and then it burns off mist and fog as it gets stronger and so on, and it goes throughout the day, and then it starts to set and it turns to that lovely red and orange colours, and then it creeps down below the horizon. But even once it's popped down below the horizon, you've still got light coming from this, but it's starting to get into twilight. The light's not so good, and it's making you see various different things, and then it goes into night. But then night gradually goes from twilight into a darker until it starts to get lighter and lighter again as the whole cycle starts again. Okay, now dawn is a point in between night and day. That's what this energy is. It's like a point in between where you're going and where you're coming from. And that's why it's a juggling energy, because you're juggling the old with the new. You're juggling what you had with what you're getting or what you want. You will get a new start. You will pass. This is kind of all a big test of the universe to see if you have learned a lesson. Yes, you have. You are going to pass it. You are going to move on. You're going to elevate up energetically. You are going to start a new lesson. This lesson will take time. It will require patience. The Temperance angel there is holding 2 cups, mixing the energies. And this is the energy which is coming towards you. The energy which is coming towards you, if left unchecked, will literally just flow right round you and carry on. You're going to have to put some effort into capturing this energy. You're going to have to realize it's there, acknowledge it at least on a spiritual level, and then try to entice it into your life. Okay. Oh, we'll have 2 cards. Because, and all that talk about night and day, because it is a passionate new beginning. Okay. Your career will be going down to a point where this new energy, by the way, is a new career coming in. It's not a person or anything like that. It's your new career coming in, but it's a career which would just hurtle right past you if you don't stop and grab it. It might be a career you've always deemed out of your reach. It might be a career you've always wanted, a passion for it, but you've always thought, well, I'm not quite that person. I'm not quite ready for that. It's not quite ready for me. I'm not skilled enough, whatever it may be. But this is the universe's choice. It is throwing it in your direction. We already knew that. It didn't need to back that up because we got the world out there. But it is backing it up, saying the universe wants this to happen. You really need to get into this career. You might not be the best at it. You might have to take a long time learning it all. But when it's thrown at you, grab it, flow with it. It's your passion. Okay, it's a passionate new beginning. And yeah, go for it. And also, yeah, I will just point it out there, Ace of Cups, or not the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the Lovers, and a passionate beginning. That is the foundations for something more than just a career. Okay, you might find your forever person within this career, and that might be why the universe is steering you into it, even if you are ill-equipped for it. So that is your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, fantastic. Feel free to drop a comment and say, bang on the money there, Tims. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. As I said, I don't follow any sort of cycle, and you can actually have a say in what we do a read on next time, which is in about 3 days from now, the full moon, and by simply going to my poll and casting your vote. If it didn't resonate with you, hit the subscribe button. I don't do any sort of cycle, so perhaps next week's one will resonate with you. You will get notified when I do it. It won't be next week. It'll be about a fortnight from now. But I spread these reads over about a fortnight between the moon cycles. So all that fantastic. I would just like to say to anyone who has already subscribed, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. I also greatly appreciate your likes, shares, and comments. Hopefully you all have a wonderful week and a brilliant brand new career, and I will catch you all soon.